Right, well, that was a bloomin' long trip to the car boot. Over a 5 hour round trip. So here is me loot from the car boot. Here we have a lovely farmyard representation of the little people with Angry Bird stickers on. Kids, who knows. The 20 pence each contents of here. And if you follow me on Twitter, which you can also do, the link might be down below. It won't be. It won't be. It might be. It's not going to be. You'll have a good idea what's in there. So I'll leave that there, and I'll start lifting out the figures that I picked up. There was maybe 2 or 3 sellers that had things of interest to me, and only one of which I bought from. So here's the stuff that I got from one seller. So here's the this is the 8-inch is it Mega Force, I think it is, Blue Ranger. I believe it's kind of from the Lion-O mold, classics Lion-O 8-incher. This one was a Disney exclusive bootstrap bill. Oh, he looks just like he's dead. He doesn't look anything like him, does he? Quite clearly the actor that got to play Bootstrap Bill and Orlando Bloom look nothing like each other, do they? But anyway, so he's pretty well detailed. So this seller had quite a lot of toys, and basically as the day went on, their prices got higher. So I kind of was just like, no. When you're asking for £1 for a tiny Ben 10 figure, I'm sorry. And like, there was some that I wanted as well, but I was just like, nah, I kind of justify paying that kind of money for car boot stuff, especially not when you're selling, you know, like Transformers for 50p. Like I say, I mean, this one's still available in the shops for 15 quid type of thing. So when you're selling Transformers for 50 pence and then you're trying to sell Ben 10 figures for £1, I think you kind of, your science of the sell is all off. Anyway, so I got more Transformers with this Prime Bumblebee. Now the kids absolutely love Transformers at the moment, so this will be one that the kids can play with. Also this other Bumblebee, obviously, you know, this is the Beast Hunters one. Does have some of his accessories. Unfortunately, he's missing the other one of these, but what can you do? 50 pence, I'm not going to complain. They had this fantastic Rescue Heroes Lass figure. Now, you know me, I like to pick up the Lass figures because I think there's only 1 or 2 girl figures from this line, so they're always harder to kind of get a hold of. And I believe the backstory behind her is that she's called Annette. And because she works for the fire department, her specialist subject is catching people who jumping out of burning buildings. Yes, it sounded a lot better when I wrote it down. So she's pretty cool. She seems to have some kind of like com chip type thing as well, so I'm assuming she must work with a playset. Saying, "Don't jump yet, I'm not ready to catch you." There was another guy who was kind of some really weird old fat guy who had like Doctor Who figures. He had all sorts of other bits and pieces, and he had like a little tray of action figures. And there was a couple of things in there that I quite like wanted to pick up and stuff. But he was pretty ignorant, like, you know, I kind of was asking him stuff, and he was kind of not really like talking to us and stuff. And he was like, "Oh, they're 2 quid each," and I'm thinking, like, really, these aren't 2 quid each toys at all, really. I mean, there was a couple of the newer Lost in Space figures in there, which I kind of wouldn't have mind picking up, but not for that kind of money. A Gunk Droid, which I didn't need, but again, if it was cheap, I would have picked it up. And like I say, lots of Doctor Who figures, which I don't want to pay £2 for Doctor Who figures, which most of them got anyway. But what he did have was the massive Millennium Falcon, the gigantic massive playset one, which it's the first time I've actually seen it in the flesh. And wow, it's pretty big. Obviously, I saw that straight away, which kind of made me go towards his stall type of thing. And it being a car boot, I kind of thought, oh, you know, wow, me looks in, how much am I going to get this for type of thing. But when I kind of seen what he had on his table and some of the prices he had on them, I was like, no. So asked him how much he wanted for it, and he said 60 quid. I couldn't help but laugh at him, to be fair. I was just like, really? Like, I just told him, I just said, like, there's no way you're getting 60 quid for that today. Like, you've wasted your time bringing that if you think you're selling it here for £60. Oh, well, I paid 80 quid for it and all the rest of it. I doubt it. I kind of suspect he'd bought it from the people who I'd bought these from, and basically was just trying to get as much money for it as he could. Which, I mean, 60 quid is probably not a bad price for it. but it's not a car boot price. I would have given at the most 20 quid, but I didn't even offer that to him because I just thought, no, the guy is quite clearly insane. So anyway, as I ramble, here's another pretty cool figure. This is Jack O'Lantern. His head lights up, and he has a judo chop. Judo chop. He's pretty cool. This is the Spider-Man Classics figure. This is the get Iron Man armored. Iron Man armored? No, it's Spider-Man armored. Beetleborg, nice and shiny. The Kustringham Guard, is that right? Practiced it a little bit. Imaginext dude, this guy is absolutely amazing. Had to pick this guy up. That's all. Now this Kane figures, now when these came out, they were pretty slated by people, and I mean they are just for kids really and stuff. But they were like £13, and it was like, what are you getting for your money? You're not getting much. But the action feature is that you make them grab the other wrestlers, and they can apparently do authentic wrestling moves. So I've wound Kane up by telling him he's not as good as his brother, and nor will he ever be. And here he goes. Whoa! Wow! Yeah. Sorry, mate. There you go. So that's basically what that guy does. Spins people around. Oh, I forgot this Transformer. This is a Cheetah. I believe this is Beast Machines. Is that right? Of course it is. Of course it is. They've got the metallic-y, shiny, chromy stuff on. It has to be Beast Machines. He's definitely missing his tail and possibly a couple of the bits and pieces, but he doesn't look too bad in terms of just standing there looking half cheatery with an extra set of legs hanging off his back. Guess that's his spare set. The only other thing that I got was for the wife, and here we have a cross-stitch magazine. Obviously my wife cross-stitches, and I said, how much are the magazines? Because my wife was obviously wanting it, and she went, a lot of them are priced up. So I was like, oh, champion, like, yeah, then will you tack £2 for this? And she went, of course I will. It's £1, unless it says 1. So I was just like, obviously, I had a laugh. And I give her £1. So, damn it. That's what happens when there's too much information for you to take in one go. So back to this. What's in here? Well, in here is a flipping boatload of Moshi monsters. There were 20p each. So there was this one and what I'm currently using as my stand. Now this one, I have separated them, so this one's got more like Bad Bones and Nano Car and Ben 10 minifigs, and just the one Ben 10 minifig. A couple of Squinkies and other such of the like. Excuse me. So there's that and that. And now, as you can see, there is goals in here. I've put the best ones at the top. That is a bar one, every single Glumpy. Now you will, if you're a Moshi fan, you'll know Glumpies are not easy to come by, and there is even the glitter Glumpies too. A few ultra rares like Roxy here and Plinko, like I say, golds there that are needed. And look, it's Dustbin Beaver. Wow, and that was pretty cool to find that. I was hoping the Lady Goo Goo might have been in there, but oh no. So yes, so they wanted 20p each. I think when I've worked it out, roughly it's about 30 quid's worth. At 20p each, and when I asked and did a little deal with them, I got all of them for £3. So I was very, 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 very chuffed with that. So there you go. That is me haul. Cost me £10 in total. Pretty happy with that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all later on.